video we are going to see how to create the transparent credit card checkout form using HTML and CSS. Take a look at the final demo, in which we can see the nice background image which is fully occupied and checkout form in the center of the browser. And this checkout form has a transparent background with input fields and pay button. This first input field is for entering the credit card number. Let's enter some random credit card number and see what's going to happen. See, here we can enter only 16 digits, and after every 4 digits we can see this page. Now let's enter some correct credit card number. See, whenever we enter the correct credit card number, we can see the credit card type is popping out here. Now let's enter some other credit card number and check. See here, the MasterCard type is popping out. Visit the site, valid credit card number. Here see the credit card numbers which are associated with the credit card types. See, the numbers which are starting with 4 is associated with Visa credit card type, and the 55 is associated with MasterCard, and the number which are starting with 37 is associated with American Express. Let's verify it. Copy and paste it here. See, here the numbers which are starting with 37 are associated with American Express, and the numbers which are starting with 60 are associated with Discover. And here these two input fields are for expiry date. One is for date and the other one is for year, and this is for CVV. And whenever we hover over the question mark, we can see the CVV images coming out. This is for giving the reference to the users what CVV is exactly. Now let's open this demo in the browser, in the mobile view. See, now whenever we resize the browser window below the 420, or when we open this demo in the mobile view, this expiry date and the CVV sections which are in one row will break down into 2 rows. Let's see. See here, the expiry date and the CVV sections are coming in 2 rows. This is what we are going to achieve at the end of this demo. For code, you can visit my GitHub account where you can download the project files or clone them. Now let's get started with the HTML structure. First I will write the code and later I will explain it. See, here we have a one parent div element. Inside that we have a three child elements. Now create the input field with input class. This input will store the credit card number and set the placeholder value to it. Placeholder value is something which we can see in the input field. Now let's open this in the browser. See, here we can see the input. Here we can see the placeholder value. Now inside the expiry date, create the 2 input fields with same class. One is for entering the expiry date and the other one is for entering the year. Expiry input, and set the placeholder value. This both inputs has the same class and same placeholder value. Now inside CVV, create the input field with CVV input. This will store the CVV number and add the placeholder value to it. And below this, create the CVV image. this will store the image. See this CVV image. Now use this image here. For now, let's hide this by using the display none. Later we can undo this one. Now include the style sheet in the head section of the HTML structure. For this demo, I am going to use the Roboto font family. So go to the Google Fonts and search for the Roboto font family. Click on this plus button, expand this one, then click on this import link and export this to style sheet. Now reset the default margin and padding values of all HTML elements to 0. Margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. By using this property, we can include the padding and border values into the width of the element. Now see here, whenever we focus into the input fields, we can see the blue border around the input fields. To remove this, use the outline property and set its value to none. See, now we don't see any blue borders. Now include this font family. Next, add the background image to the body. Use the background property, and background property has a URL method. And use this background image here, bg.png. See here, we can see the image is getting repeated, so use the no repeat value to stop repeating of the image. Now place this image in the top center, and use the background size property and its value to cover, so that the image occupies fully. But whenever we resize the browser window, we can see the image is not getting occupied fully. So to resolve this issue, set its width to 100% and height to 100 VH. Here VH stands for viewport height, which divides the browser into 100 equal parts. See, now even we resize, the image occupies fully. Now place this checkout form in the center of the browser. Use the checkout from class and set its position value to absolute, which is related to the body. Top value 50%, left value 50%. But here we can see the checkout form is not exactly placed in center due to some negative margins. So use the transform property, and this transform property has a translate method, and remove the negative margins. See, now it is exactly placed in center. Now set the maximum width value to 380 pixels. This maximum width value makes the checkout form transparent, sorry, responsive. And background, to make the transparent background, use the RGBA colors. Here this 3225s represent the white color, and here A is alpha, which is opacity, and set its value to 0.35. See, now here we can see the transparent background. Now set the padding and border radius 25 pixels. Now set the margin bottom to this card number development. Margin bottom 25 pixels. See, here we can see the margin bottom. Now style the input fields. Here totally we have 4 input fields. One is for entering the credit card number, and here we have 2 for expiry date and expiry year, and this is for entering the CVV number. Input type text. All 4 input fields type is text. Padding 10 pixels, border radius 3 pixels, font size 16 pixels. Border 0, text align center. Now set this input values width to 100%. This is inside the card number, so target the card number class, and this input field has an input class. By using this, set its width to 100%. Now set its text align to left. See, here this first input field text align is left, and rest other input fields text alignment is center. Now place this expiry date and CVV developments in one row by using the flux concept. Display flux. By default the flux direction is row. Now justify content space between, so that it creates a space. When we set the widths to this input fields, then we can see the space. And margin bottom 25 pixels. Now set the width to the expiry date input fields. Expiry date, and expiry date input fields has a common class expiry input. Width 60 pixels and margin right 10 pixels. Now set the width to the CVV input. CVV input. Set its width to 80 pixels and margin right to 10 pixels. Now float these 2 input fields and this input field and CVV image developments in one row by using the flux concept. First we are using the flux concept to place the expiry date and CVV in one row. Next we are using flux concept for placing its child elements in one row. Expiry date, CVV, flux. See, now we can see all are in one row. and set its width to 48%. Now place this CVV section to the right. CVV justify content flex end, and make this question mark vertically in the center. Use align items center. Now style this CVV image div element. Border 2 pixels, solid white, width 25 pixels, height 25 pixels, color white, font size 18 pixels, border radius 50%, text align center, cursor pointer, and set its position value to relative, so that we can control this image div element by setting its position value to absolute. Now remove this display none property from the image div element. Now style the image div element, which is inside CVV image div element. Set its position value to absolute, height 200, width 200 and height to 80 pixels, padding, this is padding top, this is padding bottom, and the 10 represents the padding left and right. This is a shorthand property for padding. Border radius 3 pixels, top 0, right 0, and background color now set the image height and width to 200%, so that it lights inside its parent element. Now place this div element exactly beside the question mark. See, now we can see this image div element is exactly beside the question mark. Now set its display value to none, so that whenever we hover over the question mark, we can make its display value to block. Now whenever we hover over this image CVV image div element, make the image div elements display to block. See, now whenever we hover over the question mark, we can see the CVV image. Now style the pay button. Width 100%, so that it occupies full width of the checkout form. Background color 64887, color white, text align center, border radius 3 pixels, padding, text transform uppercase, letter spacing 5 pixels, font size 18 pixels, cursor pointer. Now change the color of the placeholder. Placeholder color red. See, now we can see the placeholder color is changed to red. Here WebKit is used for Chrome. This is for browser compatibility. Now change the color to 064887. And mouse is used for Firefox. MS is for Internet Explorer. Now make this checkout form responsive. See, now it's not a responsive. First, include this meta tag in the head section of the HTML structure, so that whenever we resize the browser window, this checkout form gets adjusted to the viewport and it makes it responsive. See here. Now let's write the code for mobile view. Media screen maximum width 420. So here I am writing the code for 420. Whenever we resize the browser window below 420, or whenever we open this page in mobile view, whatever code we write inside this media screen, it gets applied. So code group. See, the card group, by default the flex direction is row. Now change its flex direction to column. See, now we can see whenever we resize the browser window below 420, this expiry date and CVV sections break into 2 rows. See, now let's style these div elements. Set the expiry dates with the 200%. And justify content space between and margin bottom 25 pixels. Now set its input fields value to width value to 48%, width 48%. And here we have a margin right, so let's make its margin to 0. See here, now it's occupied fully. Now style the CVV div section. CVV width 100 and justify content space between. it creates a space between, see now it created a space between the CVV and this question mark development. Now set the CVV inputs width to 100, sorry, 48%. CVV adjust the image right value. See, now whenever we resize the browser window below 420, we can see this expiry date and CVV are breaking into two rows. Now let's go back to the demo. Whenever we enter the correct credit card number, we can see the credit card type is popping out. This is achieved using this credit card validator vanilla JavaScript plugin. So I will drop this link below this video. You can check it out. First, we have to download this folder. I have already downloaded it and extracted it. Now go to this folder and open this index file in the browser. See, here we can see the demo. Now we have to integrate our file with this file, but we have to do few modifications. First, we have to include this below the input field. This is a place where the credit card type is displayed. Next, we have to add this card ID to input field. And next, this card container. See, we have already added this one, so ignore it. Next, we have to include the card validator JS file. See, here I have already created it, so we have to include it in our file. Before that, let's include the Jquery CDN Link. Go to this site and here I am going to use the minified version. Now include the card validator script here. Code validator.js. Now we have to add few styles in our style sheet. See, here we have to add only few things. Include this styles. This is the images. Next, target this card container and set its position value to absolute. And width, sorry, relative, and width to 200%. Now style this logo ID, set its width 40 6 pixels and height to 30 pixels and position to absolute, which is related to this card container. See, now here we can see the credit card type. Now place this credit card type here, set its top value to 5 pixels and right to 7 pixels. See, now whenever we enter the credit card type, we can see the credit card type is popping out. See, here we can add only 16 digits because of this plugin. So it adds the input mask to this input field, but here we don't have that input masking. So in order to add the input masking to this input fields, use this plugin Jquery mask. Let's include this in our styles. Now this plugin gives a attribute called data mask. By using this, we have to set the input masking to this input fields. See, now we can add only 2 digits. See, here we can add any number of digits. See, if I set this to 5 digits, then I can add only 5 digits. See, so this data mask attribute is provided by the Jquery mask plugin. This is the first time I am using my voice to record this video, so please let me know your feedback in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.